Okay, one thing that I've been doing to really help the ends of my hair stay healthy and to just maintain my length is I've been moisturizing and sealing. I have kind of found, like, if my hair is straight, moisturizing and sealing can get a little bit heavy, so that after 4 days of doing that, it's time for me to start doing the braid outs and putting it up. So this time I kind of have just been using coconut oil. Coconut oil seems to like really help with frizz. I remember one time I had a flat iron going for like 3 or 4 days this summer. So it got really crazy puffy on me. But I actually just went and I applied, like I put some coconut oil on my hands and I applied it all over and on my ends. And it actually cut down all the poofiness, the frizz, and I was able to wear it down for like another 2 days. So coconut oil, you know, instead of grabbing your frizz serum or instead of grabbing your oil sheen spray, try coconut oil. It really works. But what I'm going to do right now is moisturize and seal is when you use something water-based to moisturize, then you seal with an oil. But when your hair is straight, if you're natural, if you use something that's too wet, it can maybe revert your hair back to, well, it's not going to be completely straight, I don't think, but it can maybe start to add a little bit frizz on the ends, you'll see, and stuff like that. So the trick to it is, if you want to continue doing moisturize and seal each night on your straight flat ironed hair when you're natural, what you want to do is you want to kind of be careful how much of the moisturizer you use. And then the type, I think, kind of helps too. Like if you're going to use a spray, you could just use your moisturizer spray, like your water, glycerin, aloe, whatever your mixture is in your spray bottle. What you would do with that is you would just spray it into your hand a couple times, and then you would take a section and you would moisturize that section with whatever's in your hand. Like you don't want to take the bottle and spray it directly on your hair. So you could still do that. And then if you were going to use satin rollers or if you were going to wrap it or whatever, you're not going to really get a lot of that frizz going on. What I've been doing is I found the Silk Touch Leave-In by Neutrogena. So it's water-based. It's not natural, but it is a really light leave-in conditioner. And that's what I found out. I thought that moisturize and seal was like go out and get a moisturizer. And you know, a lot of times when you go to the store and it says it's a moisturizer and it's got like mineral oil and petroleum and all this crazy stuff in it. So I was thinking, well, I definitely don't want to do that. I'm rambling. I'm just using like a little tiny bit. You want to start at your ends first. But I found out that too, when they talk about water-based moisturizer, you can be using a leave-in conditioner. So anything that's meant to be left in the hair and it's going to be lightweight. So you can also use that. So now what I'm going to do is I have coconut oil. You can use castor oil, you can use jojoba, pretty much whatever you have. I just kind of dip my finger into it. I'm not trying to really use a lot. And then I'm going to kind of get on that end. And what I like to do to make sure that it really distributes is I like to twist my hair like this. And really get it, you know, I'm really trying to focus on the ends. Okay. So if you see, it didn't make the hair revert when I did that. I was able to moisturize and seal it. And then I would just wrap it up as usual. I would do my pin curls, or I'd wrap it, or I'd do the roller in the front. You know, you could do whatever after that. So I'll do one more section over here. And like I said, I have layers. So what I'm trying to do is like this top layer, I try to like part it out so I can make sure I'm getting those ends. And I'm just really I'm just using a tiny, tiny bit. I've also tried this method with mane and tail conditioner, because that can also be used as a leave-in. That one does have protein in it, so if your hair is sensitive to protein, that might not be a good choice. I used the Paul Mitchell, the conditioner, the leave-in conditioner. It was the Sally's generic brand. And again, I'm just dipping into the coconut oil. I'm going to start on the end of the hair and kind of work my way up. And then I'm going to twist it and really try and get it on all those strands right there. And that's kind of how that looks. So it didn't wet it so much that it is going to revert. So there's that piece. So that's how I moisturize and seal when my hair is straight. When I go back to wearing it curly again, I'll have to do another video to show you how I moisturize and seal. Because I tend to just go ahead and use like a spray, and I'll just like spray it down. I'm really heavy-handed with products when my hair is curlier. So, but when your hair is, you're trying to leave it straight and trying to wear it down and everything, you kind of don't want to be as heavy-handed. So that's how I moisturize and seal.